Guys, today's story is going to be extremely terrifying. Everyone, stay with me from start to finish. Without wasting any more time, let's begin the story.
The night was endless, and the Nevada desert stretched out like a dead ocean. Miles had been driving for hours, chasing the horizon under a pale, cold moon. His phone lost signal long ago. The fuel gauge blinked red. When he finally saw a flicker of light in the distance, relief flooded through him. It was an old neon sign, half broken, half alive. The Silver Star Motel. He pulled over. The building looked like it had been abandoned decades ago. Dust covered the windows, and the sign buzzed like an insect dying slowly. But the front door was open. Miles hesitated, then stepped inside. A faint smell of rust and old rain filled the air. The lobby was empty, except for a desk bell that rang by itself. On the counter sat a leather-bound guest book, yellowed with time. Every page was signed in the same shaky handwriting. Room 7. Miles flipped through pages. No dates, no names. Just Room 7. He heard something drag across the floor above him, slow, heavy, like footsteps burdened with chains. The temperature dropped. His breath fogged in front of him. He turned toward the stairs. A key hung from the wall, labeled 7. It swayed slightly, though there was no breeze.
The door creaked open before he touched it. Inside, everything was frozen in time. Dust on the lamps, a flickering TV playing static, a single bed covered in dark stains. He turned off the TV. The static didn't stop. It grew louder until it whispered his name. Miles. He stumbled back. The TV screen flashed an image, a face screaming silently, eyes hollow, mouth torn wide. He yanked the plug from the wall, but the whisper came again, this time from behind the door.
In the bathroom mirror, he saw a man standing behind him. Same height, same clothes, same face. But the reflection smiled. Miles spun around. Nothing there. When he looked back, the reflection's eyes bled black. A voice echoed through the room. You checked in. You can't check out. The lights died.
Running for the exit, Miles found the front door locked tight. Every window showed something different, an endless hallway instead of the desert outside. He heard the dragging sound again. This time, it came from the floor beneath him. A trap door behind the counter slowly lifted open. Cold air breathed from below. He descended the stairs, flashlight trembling in his hand. The walls were covered with photographs, hundreds of faces, each with their eyes scratched out, and every single photo had one word written beneath it: checked in. At the end of the basement stood a desk. Behind it sat the motel clerk. Gray, lifeless skin, eyes sunk deep, smile stretched too wide. "Welcome back, Mr. Miles," it said. "You never left."
A dusty TV flickered on in the corner. It showed security footage from tonight. Miles entering the motel, Miles standing at the desk, Miles talking to the clerk. But on the screen, there was no clerk. He was talking to no one. Then, the footage showed him walking toward room 7 and never coming out. The camera kept rolling. Now it showed him standing in the basement watching the screen. And behind him, the clerk's head turned slowly toward the camera.
Morning came. A police car parked near the Silver Star Motel. The officer stepped out, yawning, looking around the empty desert. The building was quiet. No lights, no sound. He pushed open the front door. The air smelled like dust and gasoline. On the counter lay the guest book. He flipped it open. The last entry read, Miles Carter, Room 7. As he closed the book, the bell on the desk rang once, all by itself. And outside, the neon sign flickered to life again. Vacancy.